The Immovable Race 2. World War III by Mikale. Chapter title. Iraq. The Middle West. Where are you from? I asked one of the elders. I'm from Iraq, said Travon, a slick talker from the early days of the movement. Oh, I've never been to the Middle East. No, Iraq in the middle of America, he laughed. Chicago is home to almost 3 million people. It was a war zone. Many of my people died. Sorry, I coughed. I never knew how bad it really was. But one thing is that our disadvantage sure became our advantage. 'Cause when the Russians, when they came, and the Chinese, when they came to Chicago, they sure were in for a hell of a surprise. He laughed hard, slapping his knee. What do you mean? What happened? I inquired. Well, for one, they were not prepared for the thugs, and the hooligans, and the gangsters, because they, as far as those that were in the hood, they were strapped. And there was no way they were going to conquer the ghetto. The BGs? BGs? I asked. Baby gangsters. Slick talk before your time. But the BG were too wild. Them Russians, and them Chinese, man, they got up out of there so fast. He laughed heartily. They didn't know what was coming. And then the president glorified the thugs. When not that long before, they had been beasts, something to be spat upon, and thrown into a cell. And when things went down the drain, man, they went down. You better believe that they were running back to the ghetto, asking for more thugs to enlist into the struggle for all mankind. I mean, we knew that something was going to happen, but even though they were talking at that stuff about prophecy, man, we weren't ready. We never would have thought in a million years that the last world war would be in our time. I guess everyone wants to live in a fantasy land. They don't want to deal with reality. I know that feeling. It is because reality sucks. There has to be more, it can't just be this. So we just go through life, and just deal with it. I asked, confused. This unfairness? Your father, he felt the same way. He did. He wanted for things to be better. And he gave everything for what he believed. And that belief, that one high, pure, and loving thought, created a force that was so strong that it could be felt around the universe. You are sure an extension of that thought. You're definitely cut from the same cloth. I can feel it. You are a true plebeian, and we were sure waiting, 'cause we were on our last leg. At least the movement. And so, I don't think you understand how important you are. And even more so, how important you think and believe you are. Because we sure do need all the help we can get. And with you home, anything can happen to turn the tide of the war. Don't be stressed about it. Things always work out for those who toughen up and hold out. I could tell, when I first saw you, when you entered the court, I could tell that you were different, that there was something stubborn in a good way about you. You proved me correct. You proved us all correct. Be yourself, don't be nobody else. For those who expect your father, they can cherish his memory, but you are you. Yourself and nobody else. Don't let them try to define you, 'cause they can't. You're you, and there's no other you. Embrace that. Honor that. It's nothing wrong with being different. But you need to know who you are. Otherwise you go into situations, and you're all off balance. You wanna be focused. Let's go and see the others.